So how's it going? My name's Cian.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Ian.
Ian, lovely to meet you. Basically, can you explain to me why you're here today?
Yeah, well, I've just started playing handball in the last few months, and my coach told me to come over here just to see you and just maybe to work on a few things. Yeah, so I'm just here because I've only just started, so I want to improve my game.
Okay, yeah. How long have you been playing now?
It's like 5 or 6 months. So
5 or 6 months, yeah.
we were about 6 matches in the season, so it's my first season, so I'm still learning.
How are you doing with the sport itself? How do you like it? Or?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. Yeah, it's just trying to get used to it. But I haven't done it before, so I'm trying to kind of adapt to some of the skills that I need for it that I'm not really used to.
Did you play sports before this, or?
Yeah, I played just a few
Different.
kind of doing PE at school and stuff like that. Just I wanted to try out something different that I haven't done before.
Okay, great. Yeah. Well, you mentioned your coach sent you up to me. I was actually talking to him, and he was saying that he wants you to work on your overhand vertical jump throw. So he said that you're a great player. He said that you want to work on these elements to improve yourself because you're a hard worker as well. So that's what we're going to do today. So what hand are you, right or left hand? Your right hand. And what's your preferred foot? Would be saying would be
Probably right. Yeah.
probably right. Okay, yeah. Just a little background information on myself. I'm a skills acquisition coach. I've been coaching for the last 5 years in this kind of area, specialising in handball. I've worked with athletes all over Ireland and the UK, some high level and some beginners just like yourself. So just feel comfortable doing the exercises. I'm not going to judge, I'm not here to judge, I'm not here to make you uncomfortable or whatever. I'm going to make you the best player that you can be. So we'll go at the level that you're comfortable at and then we'll proceed from there. Right?
Yeah.
So today we're going to break down the movement for you. I'm going to actually show you a YouTube clip of that I made out of a few professionals doing the actual exercise who are perfecting very well and scoring and whatnot. I'm going to show you that and then I'm going to have you actually do throw 3 times. I'm going to come back, I'm going to re-show you the same video. I'm going to see if there's anything that you can pick up on that you may have missed the first time, or you may kind of think about yourself, just all what you want to do. And then after that, we're going to go through a video delay system. I'm going to set up the video, so we're going to get you to do it a couple more times. You can come back, watch yourself, and then learn from your own self about your technique and what you can improve and what not. Okay, how's that sound? Is that okay?
Sounds good.
So that's perfect. And then after that, we're going to compare and contrast some of your videos that we're taking here with the professionals. And then we're going to actually, I'm going to show you the technique that you maybe need to increase or you need to add to or take away from or anything that needs to be changed and whatnot. And then afterwards, after we kind of finalize that and get the technique properly and we're both comfortable at where we're at, I'll be able to give you an exercise program that you can continue on afterwards and I'll explain a little bit about that. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Alright, so now I'm going to show you the YouTube clip that I made for you. It's just the general kind of play of handball and it incorporates all the overhead vertical throws that we'll be doing here. Okay? So just watch this and I'll be quiet the whole time. You can just take in the technique, okay? Okay, so now we've watched the video. Are you familiar with the technique?
Yeah.
You think you're okay with doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm going to get you to do it. We're going to perform it 3 times. I'm going to be silent, I won't say anything, I won't comment. Be comfortable with what you want to do, okay? Go at your own pace as well, okay? And then we'll come back, watch it, and then redo it. Alright?
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you the video again. I'm going to watch it through one more time, and then you're going to go back and do it again 3 times, okay? Okay, so just watch it for a second time there now, okay? Yeah. So straight off from the mat, can you tell me anything that you may see different from their technique to yours?
Yeah, so I saw a lot of the guys that are right-handed are jumping with their left leg, and I think it's just because I'm right-footed, I'm just used to jumping with my right leg.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a subconscious thing a lot of players do. A lot of new players do, it's fine. It seems awkward to look at because it kind of is, but it's how players develop with coaching that isn't very involved really at the start of the development of the process. So this time around, I'm going to do it 3 more times again, and try jumping off your left foot and see if that kind of moves your body into the technique and form that they were doing. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so just as you saw there, how did you feel that technique was?
Yeah, it's a bit more natural kind of jumping off them because you're able to work like that rather than doing that. It's kind of it doesn't work as well.
So see the way you kind of already, if you want to face that way for me. So if you're jumping off your right leg and you're trying to throw with that one, it's difficult to generate power that way. You see, it's all literally in the upper muscles in here, right? It's in your shoulders and your legs and your lats as well. That's all muscles that you're using to throw. Now, I'm going to ask you, your throws in matches and games and training, are they hard or are they soft?
Yeah, they're kind of hard.
They're kind of harder. So you've been working on that and you've gotten into that technique. So it's going to take time to break this technique. Now, when you're jumping off your left foot, you can see when your body comes like this, you have an automatic swing. You see, it's a natural swing of your body, and that's going to build your momentum and build your power in your shot as well even further. Okay, so here we have a video that I have called OC Lock, this one here. Now this app is free on the App Store, it's great. There are others that will cost you a little bit of money, but if you're just using this for personal use, I would highly recommend this app. So here we can set the different preferences to maybe 30-second delay, 45-second delay. So we're going to set it to a 45-second delay, okay? So I'm going to set up the iPad here. It's going to record you on a 45-second delay. So you're going to do 3 more throws again, emphasizing your jumping off your left side and kind of swinging the hips as well. Hopefully this will start generating a little bit more power in your overall kind of system, okay? So I'll set this up and I'll do it here, okay? Okay, so now Ian's down at the end of the hall there. He's going to perform this throw 3 more times. He's going to come up and he's going to look at the video delay on the iPad here. Have it set to 45 seconds so it gives him enough time to be comfortable in the throws, to come watch himself and think about analysing himself before the next 3 throws again. Okay? So Ian, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, off you go in your own time, okay? Feel the power coming in there?
Yeah.
Much better. Alright, Ian, take a look at the video and then think about it yourself, okay? Okay, Ian, so you've watched yourself 3 times there. Can you pick up on anything that you may have seen in the technique that may be different or that you maybe need to work on?
Yeah, like in the video, the guys are like, as they're throwing it, they're getting their arms up higher. And I can do that when I'm just standing on the ground, but I have to work on it when I'm throwing over.
Okay, that's great, yeah. So that's exactly what I wanted to point out. When you're throwing the ball, you're doing great with the feet, the feet are great, you've corrected that, you're jumping off your opposite leg, and you're twisting your body as well. That's perfect. Now, the actual throw itself, you're treating it like you're a throw on the ground. However, the vertical jump throw, when you're running and you're picking momentum and you jump in the air, when you're using the side throw, it's actually eliminating a lot of the power that you've built up. So, for these ones, try when you're running up and you're jumping up off your opposite leg, try to see if you can swing the ball around and throw from over your head downwards. Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright. And we'll video as well, and you can look at yourself then afterwards. And then we'll be and analyze it against the video we showed earlier. Okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright. Okay, so we have the iPad set up again. He's going to do it 3 more times with his corrected technique that he made himself. Alright, off you go any more time. Okay, you see the kind of force motion of the overhead?
Yeah.
Well done, well done. Well done, well done. Now, 1 more time, last try. We'll see if you can do it all the time. Okay, now we'll analyze again, okay? Okay, Ian, so you've watched it another 3 times now. Do you have any kind of thoughts on that now?
Yeah, it felt a lot better, and I think it went a lot better as well. I was getting a lot more power behind the throw there, so yeah, I think I just need to kind of keep working on the jump and throw overhead.
Exactly, yeah, you're doing the exact correct technique. It's actually perfect, which is great for someone who had such a different technique at the start. You know, the best thing about it is that you kind of learn from yourself, watching yourself, and I don't have to really teach you kind of the breakdown of it. So right now we're going to actually see if there's any other differences or similarities even to the pros right now. So we'll take one of these videos and compare it to the other one, to the video I showed you at the start, professionals, and we're going to use another app called Hubble. It's another free app on the App Store as well. You can download it as well, and then we can do a split screen analysis. So we're going to do that now, okay? Okay, so right now we've taken the video from the video delay section we just did, and we've just split screen so we can see the professional on the right hand side here, and then yourself on the left, right? So let's watch the split screen analysis of both throws, okay? So you see the similarities.
Yeah.
So you're doing exactly the same as the professional there, and see how the power he's developing?
Yeah.
So we'll back it up a little bit of that one. And then back to your next one as well, your second throw, or sorry, your third throw of that session. And we can see the similarities again. See the jump off the opposite full, the swing of the arm, and the throw. So we can see here that you're doing just like the pros, right? It's going to take some time to develop power and the actual technique as well because it's new to you. But we're going to give you an exercise program now that's going to develop these features in your game for the next 4 weeks, okay? So with this program that I'm going to go through right now, I was talking to your coach about it, Nigel, and he said that the facilities for you, the gym in Dundrum, will be open for you half an hour before your trainings. So your trainings are Tuesdays and Thursdays, is that right? Yeah, so it'll be open from 7 o'clock each night because your training starts at 7:30. So all I want you to do is to go in, get ready, 10 minutes, and then 20 minutes of the session, okay? So let's go through the exercises that I'll give you, okay?
Alright, good.
Okay, Ian, so we're going to show you some of the exercises that I want you to use in this program, okay? So as I said, it's going to be a 4-week program, 20 minutes each Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay? So the first one is going to be mimicking the overhead throw, okay? So we want to develop the power of your throw at the top of the movement. So that's why we have this IT band, which is a simple kind of elastic band, that I'm going to actually give you this one because it's a loose grip, so it'll be for the developing player that you are, okay? So I'm going to have a staggered stance, so I'm going to have my jumping foot off at the left foot at the front. I'm going to have the grip just up here, and I'm going to be pushing down the whole movement. So you're going to mimic as you are at the top of the throw, pushing down. So you're going to be forced all the way down, okay? This is going to develop power the whole way through. So can you give it a go there? Perfect, well done. Perfect. So you're going to do 8 reps of these, 4 sets. You're going to actually do them on each side as well. Because in a game, you're not always just going to throw off your better side. You need to work on your left side as well as an overall player, okay? Yeah. So the next exercise is going to incorporate these speed bands. Now I got these online for about €30, but when you're buying in bulk as well, it's perfect for an elite coach. The way these work is they wrap around each leg, and they have these tightened elastic kind of rubber bars that they're going to wrap around the front of the legs and the behind. I'm going to show you what exercise we're going to do for Ian to develop his overall exertion of power upwards in his jump. So this is going to build on his actual jump height and velocity. So Ian, I've got the bands on right now, the speed bands. These are actually going to be your pair, so I'm going to give these to you so you can work on them at your club before your training sessions. So the exercise right now is we're going to mark out 20 meters, and we're coming up from the 20 meters. We're going to have you do a power kind of thrust with your leg. So you're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg, and you're going to bring up the leg, the knee, bring up the knee to the ankle as well. So you're going to power up, right? So I really want you to exert out energy when you're going, okay? So this is going to build your overall jump height and your jump velocity, okay? So I'm going to show you a little demonstration. Okay, so now I want you to show you, I want to see if you can do it throughout, okay? So off you go. With exertion of energy throughout. Yeah, well done. Well done, mimicking the jump up. Alright, off you go again. Well done. And I'll stop you right there because you're familiar with the technique now, okay? So the reps instead of that is with a 20-meter distance, as we said before. You're going to do that 3 times up. You're going to take a break. You're going to take about a 30 seconds to 45-second break, and you're going to do it again, okay? Focus on the exertion of the power upwards, okay? Yeah. So on to our next one. Okay, Ian, so this is our last drill that we're going to exercise that I'm going to give you. So a lot of handball is actually to do with balance. So when you're jumping off your left foot, now we determined that as your weaker foot, you're going to need to work on the balance of your actual lift off, right? So I've set out a little kind of crisscross directional drill here that you're going to do, right? So I'm going to go through it once, explain to you, and then we'll get you to do it, okay? Yeah. Okay, Ian, so we're working on our stability and balance of our left leg right now. So to do your right leg, just reverse the actual pattern that we have right here. So the reason why we're doing this, I told you, was to actually develop your actual balance in your throws and whatnot. And the reason why I have the ball with you is because you want to make it as realistic to the game as you can, okay? So when you're jumping off your left leg to do a shot, you may be kind of pushed from the side, or it's a block, you need to maneuver your body. Your balance, your anchoring, and stability is very key, okay? So I want you to give it, well done, absorb the jump, well done, nice balance. Well done. Okay, so you see the way you just went through one there? That was 1 rep, okay? So I want you to do this 5 times on each leg. So you're going to do left leg through, right leg through, then you're going to swap over. So you're going to literally pick up the small hurdles like these and swap the pattern around and do the same, okay? So So it's 2 sets of each leg 5 times, 5 reps. I'm actually going to give you these 4 hurdles again, okay? So I'm actually going to give you these hurdles as well that you can take home and use in your actual training before your games, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Ian, so this is the breakdown of the program I just showed you there. Okay, so it has each exercise, the timing, the rest, the sets and reps as well, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you that, and you can see at the bottom as well, it's got my name, my actual phone number, my email address, and my FaceTime and Skype as well, okay? There's also a link to my YouTube channel, which I have various videos that you can kind of refresh your memory method on your technique as well, right? And don't be afraid to ask me any questions throughout the duration of your session. If you need to have an online session with me, I'll be more than happy to facilitate that. Also the 2 apps that I told you about earlier, the video delay and the Huddle analysis software, those are 2 free apps as well, the one site delay one, and I'd highly recommend using those. So that was a great session. I hope you actually learned from today. Is there anything you want to explain to me or ask me about the session or overall?
No, I think this should be okay, yeah.
Alright, so if we can look back at maybe 3 points that we learned from today, from your technique to where you started and where you are now.
So when you're jumping opposite arm, or opposite leg, opposite arm.
First, yeah, opposite arm, opposite leg.
When you're throwing, just to have it up.
Have it up over your head, yeah.
And then when you're throwing it as well, just to have it thrown downwards.
Throwing downwards as well towards the goal because you're jumping so high as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well Ian, I'm very happy with today's progression. If you have any questions again, I told you all my details are on the page, and same with the exercise progression, alright? So thanks very much for coming in, and best of luck, okay?
Cheers. Thanks.
So I've had time to view the footage and look at the video in its entirety, and I've come up with some positive and negatives of my own personal performance through the video. Let's start with the negatives. The video itself skips a little bit, and there are some kind of sound issues maybe throughout, which is just on my behalf. It's difficult to understand the equipment and the software with not being used to it, but that takes time, and I'll definitely be able to increase my skill level at that over the due course of repeating this type of video and type of assignments. Another negative I'd definitely say was I'd trip up on my words quite a lot, and I'd stutter. I'm just trying to get my point across, and I'm kind of thinking ahead of myself, so I need to be more relaxed and just calmly talk to my client like I would in a normal setting, and ignore that there's an actual camera recording me. Positives from the session: I thought the session went really well. It went really smoothly. I thought Ian, the client, got a lot out of it. Starting from a low level where he was just started playing handball, to where he is now, where he's able to do the full range of motion of the overhead vertical throw, which is great. I felt I asked questions at the appropriate times. I made it a comfortable environment for him, so he didn't feel unwanted or uncomfortable at any stage being in my presence or being told what to do or whatnot. So I felt that benefited him in his personality. Him learning himself through the video software worked really well. He was able to spot things and focus points that I and myself in my head had, but I never told him, so it was great to see him learn that by himself. And then another positive I'd say would be the program I gave at the end of the video. I felt that it's quite specific to the actual sport and to the actual technique of the overhead throw. All the exercises are aimed on working on the overhead throw and the different points of it, the vertical jump, the power of the throw, and the stability of the ankles as well. So overall, I enjoyed the video session with Ian. I definitely want to do something like this in the future again. I'd love to better my skills at it as well, definitely with the equipment and relaxing in front of the camera. I was to use this video as part of a CV or resume for a job interview, I would definitely try to increase my familiarity with the equipment and being more comfortable in front of the camera. Just treating it like any other session that I've ever done without the camera, and just be comfortable in the moment. But I can definitely take the positives from this and push on with this type of work. So thank you very much.